This is probably the slowest year I've had, other than the year where I had to have surgery.
Yeah.
I had to take 7 months off. This is kind of like that, but without the depression. Because when you're having surgery and you're not sure if you'll ever get back to what it is you do to make money, it's kind of depressing. So, anywho, so that's not like that. I come home I usually try to come home during the holidays, but this one here ended up, I came home a little early. And just the way things worked out, I didn't get back out, and I still haven't got back out. And the load that I was running for the last 2 years is dried up, and freight rates is really bad, and so I'm trying to find another group that I can work with that runs another lane, kind of within the same lane that I'm already running, so I already know what I'm running. And I prayed about it and called a guy, and hopefully I got a new lane. I'm not sure if it's going to be good money or not. I guess I can, because after Christmas I got to start making some money. I've been home for nearly 2 months now, so I'll run it and see what I can do. Now, I've run to Denver many times, and I already know after 30 years of running that when you go to Denver, you're not finding nothing out of there unless you're going northeast. And so that's when the rate pays, if you're going to go north or northeast. And so other than that, it doesn't pay to come out of Denver. Generally, what I do is I hightail it back to Salina, Kansas, park there, and I'll look for a load and probably find a load within, Oklahoma City, Wichita, maybe up in Nebraska, to Kansas City, somewhere within that 100 to 200 mile radius. I'll find something. Used to pull stuff right out of Salina, Kansas, but that, they have those galvanized poles. I used to get those and haul those down to Florida. But see, Florida is, when you get down there, then you done got yourself in a jam, because freight's really bad coming out of there, and then you have to go up to anyway, you'll have to go up to Georgia or get up to Mobile, Alabama, or over to, so you got to go somewhere. And so the further down you go into Florida, that's 500 miles from Miami to the top. So, and then you have to deadhead another 200-300 miles to find a load. So that's not worth it. So I don't even mess around with taking Florida loads. Now I used to take pipe out of right there below Salina, Kansas. Can't remember the name of the place right now. It's been a few years since I run that run, but I'd get a load of pipe, and it would have 3 or 4 stops on it, and I'd try to run down. Let's say over the weekend, I'd run down to the bottom of Florida and then drop my drops on the way out. That way, I would do that. So there's pipe, there's stuff around there. There's stuff around that area that I can grab. I don't know what the rates are on it right now. I can check it out. I bet you they ain't good. But that's the same thing with anything. You want to grab a hold of the same people and work with the same people so you can get better rates. And so I don't like starting new lanes, and I don't have starting new people, but if I can get a hold of this new lane that I'm thinking about, I'll be basically working with people that I used to work with, so they'll just have to get familiar with them again. So